Jason Dachman from SVG here at the College Football Hall of Fame with Mike Bilbow, the architect behind all this fun stuff behind here. It's the opening eve before the College Sports Summit. There's a huge crowd downstairs, and we wanted to check in with Mike on a few things. So we're coming up on a year here in terms of the opening of the College Football Hall of Fame. Tell us a little bit about how it's evolved and the things you're excited about, some challenges maybe you didn't foresee over the last few months.
Well, you know, one of the interesting things about our building is it's got so much technology in it. We have 3 rack rooms. We got about 80 servers. The building is truly a high-tech marvel. And you know, with anything like that, there's going to be a learning curve. But luckily, the technology's been pretty rock solid. We've just had to, a couple of tweaks here and there, a couple of use cases where it's like, wait, we didn't anticipate that. Let's build that in, things like that. But other than that, it's been great, and a lot of thanks to our partners who really helped with it.
Sure. And you talk about your partners. I mean, schools are integral, I would assume, to putting together not just the video content, which is what we focus on, but all these helmets back here, all this amazing archival stuff. Tell us a little bit about how you work with those guys as partners to bring the really cool stuff in and get the fans what they want.
We work a lot with the schools and in the conference level for video and digital highlights. But we also deal with actual tangible artifacts, helmets, jerseys, shoes, things like that. We just opened a temporary exhibit across the way where we've got over 50 alternate helmets from some of our different schools. Everybody likes to show off their own different version of their helmet. So we had great cooperation. We sent out probably 75 emails and got 50-something responses, so that's a great return rate. We couldn't have a building like this without the school's cooperation.
Right, yeah. And it's a pretty high-tech place you're looking at here, just walking around these halls, some amazing displays, a lot of content. What were some of the challenges in terms of, getting tape from decades ago to maybe facing some potential 4K coming down the road or any other kind of formats? What are some challenges that you're trying to navigate with the different technologies coming in?
We did a good job in making sure that we had relationships with the schools and with the conference partners, because a lot of the rights are held at the conference level now. Right. And so make sure that they're invested and they've bought into what we're doing. We've got about already 100 terabytes of 4K content that's been shot. Wow. And archived, and we're planning on shooting, upwards of 10 games this coming season in 4K for our 4K theater right over here. And we've done a good job of future-proofing the building. We just have to continue to be vigilant and make sure that we're up on the next trend.
Sure. Well, thanks so much for hosting us here. We have the Omni Hotel right next door, which is where the summit's going to be the next 2 days. Before you were ever here, you were a huge part of the SVG College initiative. Tell me a little bit about what makes this event unique, the College Sports Summit, and why it's kind of a go-to event each year, why we keep drawing larger crowds, and why people are interested in an event like this.
There's a lot of events that you can go to when you're at a college, and I've gone to most of them because I've been in this space for such a long time. But this one really, if you're, I was at Georgia, which is top of the top, right. And then I was at Tulsa, which is one of the smallest Division I schools out there. And I was just as welcome here at Tulsa than I was at Georgia. They really, the folks and the sponsors, the SVG folks, the sponsors that you guys have engaged, have really done such a great job in reaching out to colleges of all levels and doing a good job of finding programming and events and things that really will fit at any level. And that's what makes it so great and so valuable.
Cool, Mike. Well, we're looking forward to it. Opening night here at the SVG College Summit. And Mike, thanks again.
Thanks for coming.